Certainly one of the major concerns that all of us have as Christians is to look at the life of Jesus. And there's so much that can be talked about here, and we just don't have the time to pursue a lot of it. But I do want to give sort of a very quick view of some episodes and circumstances in the life of Jesus and his life in Palestine in order to put some perspective on elements of this. So, as we pursue in the discussion, we're going to look at various occasions in the life of Jesus. And one of those is described when Jesus goes to the Jordan to be baptized by John. And the text will talk in terms of him going to, depending on the translation, Bethany beyond the Jordan. Now this is to distinguish it from the Bethany near Jerusalem, where Lazarus and other of his friends live. Now the Jordan River is a really interesting phenomenon in the land of Canaan. And here is an old aerial view with a desert region around it and an extremely serpentine route of the river as it flows through the area. But you'll notice that green or that dark swath that is there. And that dark swath is the vegetation that grows around sort of the floodplain and the river itself. In the book of Jeremiah, there's an interesting phrase that refers, depending on the translation from which you're reading, that refers to the jungle of the Jordan. And here is a view of sort of how that jungle looks. In antiquity, it was the haunt of various wild animals. Depending on the time frame involved, there would be lion and bear and so forth would be associated with this, all of which have eventually become extinct. But nonetheless, it is an area of intense vegetation. And it's generally in this region where Jesus goes to be baptized by John. And one of the thrilling things to do is to go down in that vicinity and realize that somewhere not too far removed from here, Jesus was baptized and the Holy Spirit descended on him in the form of a dove and that great pronouncement by God from heaven. It's one of those exhilarating moments. Sadly, somewhat, the Jordanians and the Israelis have turned elements of this into sort of a tourist site kind of thing. But if you search carefully, you can find locations that are fairly pristine, as we're looking at in the picture here.
Great video, right? So you know the drill. Like, subscribe, and share. And if you want to see the rest of this video, head over to christian-studies.org. Click on Video Courses, and then check out our entire video collection. And then subscribe for you or for your church to get access to all of our premium content.